Hello, Belgium. I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about doing Simpson Protocol with Rob de Groof and I, and our shot. So last year I had a great time, mostly because I got to speak Flemish and you guys got to laugh at me because it was pretty funny apparently. So let me tell you about what SP is. SP, Simpson Protocol, is an advanced training in hypnosis that gives you a lot of flexibility and is very holistic. So what do I mean by holistic? I mean that it is all-encompassing. We're not just covering an issue. Let's say they're having a phobia, anxieties, blah, addictions, God knows whatever it would be. We're making sure the person has strength and has a new way of being to be able to change things. Many times I know that people come into your office and sometimes they haven't got the strength to do the work, and that takes a lot of work. So with SP we actually build a foundation that's very strong and changes the way they are. So that's one thing. The other thing is that it's flexible and we don't need to know what we have to work on. So when I'm doing demonstrations, I very rarely know what I'm working on, and that's okay because it's totally run by the person's higher mind, what we call the superconscious, and it's totally run by them. So there's never a mistake to be made, there's never a judgment to make, which makes you totally freed up just to let the mind do the work for them. And another thing about doing Simpson Protocol is that it never leaves you hanging. You always know what you're doing because all you have to do is ask the question, superconscious mind, are we finished for today? And if you're not, you can just keep going. You can't make any mistakes and there's no unintended consequences. We tend to have less ab reactions or very much smaller because it isn't needed. So it's a much easier, softer way of working. And sometimes when we are doing regression in the past, you would have had to go through the whole story to see what the players were and what you had to do about it. But now, in this case, the mind's doing it all, and you need very little knowledge of what's needed in there. So you don't have to drag people through past scenarios very much. The mind will decide what they need to know. So that's just a little tidbit about SP. Also, we'll be doing 2 days advanced training for the people who want to take SP even further. Like, we had such a good time last year, and Rob had a very good time laughing at me, so I think he should have a greater time this year.